In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. A look now, while we have a moment, let's take a look at our 5 starters for each team.
Well, tonight you need to make the most of your chances. Both of these teams are terrific on the glass.
Yeah, I'm curious if either side can get the edge in that department. They both have been so consistent when it comes to rebounding.
And that's going to be an interesting line to follow tonight, guys. You have to think that whoever gets the edge on the boards is going to be in control of the game.
And the ball out of play, the Sky will have it. Now here's Vandersloot. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Tough two from Vandersloot. The one mixing it up down low.
Pass to Iriafen. Angsler. Iriafen a screen. Now Sutton.
The tray. Poked away.
Now here's Cardoso.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
And now just over a minute played here in the first.
While her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines, did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie, rim protection as well. What a future she has.
To the right side. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Iriafen.
Over Reese. And the basket by Iriafen. Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And here's Banham. Faked in off the glass.
Just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Pass to Iriafen.
Angsler to the middle. And the basket by Iriafen.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Chicago leading. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Reese gets the bucket.
Well, we saw this in her collegiate career. The fear of contact does not exist in Angel Reese.
Here's Sutton. Vandersloot defending. Here's Iriafen. Banham with the rebound.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with herself. That's one she expects to make.
Pass to Reese. Shoots over Iriafen. And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
And here's Washington. They trail by 6. Here's Sutton. Vandersloot defending. Here's Angsler. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you love the combination of skill and power that Angsler brings to the court.
This Chicago team, they built the roster inside out.
Well, that 2024 draft nets them Angel Reese and the 6'7" Camila Cardoso. With their version of the Twin Towers, they've got a great foundation for years to come.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level. Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
Pass to Sutton. Launches it. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And while Sutton doesn't shoot it great from 3, she does make enough of them to make the defense respect it.
From deep, Ariel Atkins. Rebounded by the Mystics. From deep.
And the basket by Cardoso.
got the D worried about her inside and kicked it out for the open jump shot. Nice pass.
Pass to Angsler. Dolson. Outside Citron. Iriefin. Reese defending. Shot by Iriefin, no good.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Reese gets the bucket.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
The Mystics trailing. Now Sutton. Pass to Iriefin. Angsler. Dolson. Covered by Cardoso. Here's Citron. Camila Cardoso gets the board. Now here's Vandersloot. She's guarded closely. Attached short, but it's good off the front iron.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
6 to shoot. Pass to Iriefin. That one's on target from the wing. And so the first quarter in the books. Sky out in front. They lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Not too much trouble for them in the rebounding department as they've really dominated the glass.
Yeah, they flexed their muscle down low and really limited second chances.
And the layup is good.
Yeah, that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of her ability from scoring.
Sheldon outside. Pass to Austin. Here's Sheldon. Puts up a 3. Not gonna go that time.
He had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Puts up the 3. And it's Austin with the rebound. So it's Washington now. It's a 10-point game. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Williams. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Fires from deep. That's in. She's got 2 made now, and she's shooting 2 for 3.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Now over a decade in the league, Elizabeth Williams is so steady.
A 6'3" center, Williams is a pure 5. Doesn't take threes, an elite rebounder and defender. These coaches love having her on their side.
4 on the shot clock, and it's Austin missing. Chicago with the ball. Here's Allen. 1 up, 1 down. She makes her first shot in this game. Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Sheldon. And here's Austin. Back to Sheldon. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Williams. Here's Nurse. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
You see why Nurse operates way more than your average guard inside. It's not just her height, it's also the mentality.
Now here's Austin.
Back to Sheldon.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
A very nice rhythm to her shot. Nurse is not someone you want to start hitting threes. It can come in bunches when she gets going.
Pass to Melbourne. Shakira Austin, high post. Melbourne, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sheldon. That doesn't go either for J.C. Sheldon.
Played perfect defensively. She made that a very difficult look.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Drops in the tray.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
Scott, defended by Nurse. Pass to Melbourne. Rebound, Chicago.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
You know, there are a lot of ways that the WNBA has influenced the NBA, and a big one was with the Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, that in-season tournament was a precursor to the NBA's by a few years, and it really just showed how much excitement and interest can be created.
I think it holds a special place for a lot of WNBA fans, the teams, the players, and fans. They all really enjoy the cup.
Here's Melbourne. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Back to Sheldon.
Shoots over Allen. And another miss by Washington. From 17 feet out. And Clark pulls it down. The Mystics really having a tough go here. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And it's the Sky ball. 22 was their biggest lead. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field, and she's taken only 6 shots.
Good possession resulting in the easy one down low.
Sheldon outside. Pass to Melbourne. Now here's Austin. From downtown, Elizabeth Williams with the rebound.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, this is where she makes her money, in the paint. Williams can score many different ways down low.
Good on the shot.
She was 1 step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Sky out in front, running away with it. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes.
During the 2025 draft, the Mystics took 3 players in the top 6.
Oh, what a base going forward. Nia Citron went to third, a very skilled wing, the 4th overall pick they had as well. Kiki Iriafin, a dynamic, explosive big. And they also got a point guard, Georgia Amore, with the 6th overall pick.
Now here's Angsler. Pass to Sutton.
Lets it go from deep.
It's Cardoso with the rebound. Angel Reese going in.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And here's Sutton. Here's Iriafin. Iriafin a screen. Pass to Sutton.
Let's go with a 3. The shot, no good. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the 3rd. The floater from deep. Ariel Atkins buries it from 3-point range.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
Pass to Citron.
Dolson.
Yes, great play by Sonia Citron to set it up.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here's Vandersloot. Here's Reese. And she banks in the layup.
Great piece of work to get to the hoop. She tore the D to shreds.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. Everything they put up is falling in, and that score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there.
Here's Sutton.
Launches a 3.
A rebound by Camila Cardoso.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Atkins. Back to Vandersloot. From the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb.
This is a nice 3rd quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the 2nd half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Here's Sutton.
Here's Angsler. And she can't stop the run as that misses.
In each of her first 5 years in the league, Ariel Atkins was voted all defense.
Yeah, she made the U.S. gold medal winning team for the Tokyo Games on the strength of her defense. Always in great condition. Atkins never runs out of energy chasing around those guards.
2nd half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Pass to Iriafin. Now here's Angsler.
Defended by Atkins.
And here's Iriafin.
Shot clock at 6. Basket good.
Oh, it's a good thing she showed up today, because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Banham. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
And they are just killing them with the 3-point shot here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Now here's Iriafin.
8 points for her. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Pass to Reese.
It's good for her 8th straight basket in only 8 attempts.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Now here's Citron.
Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Iriafin.
Makes the bucket. She's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Vandersloot. She's got 7. Soft touch off the glass.
Figuring out ways to score inside at 5'8", Vandersloot has multiple ways to finish.
Here's Sutton. Rebound, Chicago. Reese with it. She's got 16. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate, like she can't miss.
Her stroke has been dead on, inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Pass to Citron. And the 3 off target. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Sky out in front, opening a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Now Melbourne. Pass to Citron. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sky.
Chicago ball. Substitution on the court.
Chicago with the ball.
Lots of great players in this league, but guys, give me your favorites to watch.
Well, I got to go with the player everyone is coming out to see, Caitlin Clark. Her level of skill is just unreal.
Yeah, Clark hits 30-footers like they're nothing. And in the next trip, she's throwing a bullet pass. She is so much fun to watch.
Up top, it's Austin. Shot from free throw range. Here's Clark. Anya Nwede grabs the board. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Austin with the steal. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon. Defended by Nurse. Down low. Here's Clark. And she drops it in from the low post.
Transitioning into pretty much whatever role the team needs, it's Clark's ability to adapt that really impresses me.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signals a jump ball there. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Nurse, defended by Sheldon. And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
Now here's Citron.
Off the mark there with the 3.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
And that one drops.
You know, she's not going to force anything on offense. Austin plays within the flow of the game, takes smart shots.
Here's Uzan. Nurse, defended by Sheldon. Good on the triple.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
That one goes in.
A nice conclusion to a good-looking possession. Coach has got to be happy about that one.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Williams, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
And when you can get Williams going, it helps out so much. She's a player who sparks the team.
And that one good.
And look how well she led her in there with that pass.
And it's the Sky ball. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
I like the move she made to come free, give herself a clear lane to the hoop.
Outside Citron. Up top Sheldon.
Gets it to go from downtown.
3 points.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
And here's Uzan.
2 minutes.
Makes it off the glass. And here's Washington. Here's Austin. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Remarkable focus from Austin, refusing to let the defense alter her shot.
Pass to Uzan. And here's Williams, guarded by Austin. Williams can't get it to go. To the paint. And that one's good, Austin.
Smart transition play from Austin, keeping herself ahead of the defense and getting the shot.
From deep three-point range, the shot by Onyenwere, no good. Here's Citron, and she uses the glass on the layup.
Now Uzan.
Here's Williams, and she drops in the layup off glass.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Up and in on the layup.
This had come earlier. They might have been able to get back into it.
100%. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Yeah, where was this earlier?
Now here's Onyenwere. Here's Uzan. Pass to Nurse. 5 on the clock. Buries the 20-footer.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Here's Clark. Now Austin. She's guarded by Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, right now, Austin is feeling it, and it would be wise to keep getting her the rock, keep feeding her.
And here's Uzan.
To the inside. The 10-footer. And there the Sky with another bucket. No problem for Chicago as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Oh, say does that
star-spangled banner, yeah.
Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wing, it'll be Bain and Wagner. And it's Black in at the point. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. And Cleveland, another three.
Boy, Donovan Mitchell has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. Now it's about his efficiency.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the third best records in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Black outside. Orlando moving the ball around, and they pick up 2.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Garland. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Mobley. Let's go with a 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Outside Bain. 19-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Mobley, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Black passes to Carter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, you see Carter Jr. just carve out space, finish attacking the hoop. That's a nice move.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Richardson's checked in for Orlando. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Evan Mobley.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass. Not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 13-4 run. Tyson with the bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Down by 12. Doris, we got to give credit to Darius Garland for continuing to develop his body.
BA, like every smaller guard in the league, teams attack him defensively. So just like a Steph Curry, you build your strength and your balance, and you continue to play with pride on that end, and that is pivotal to his development.
The rebound by Carter.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Stripped away. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Garland with the ball. Richardson picks him up, and the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got his third bucket of the night.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Wagner looking it over. Outside Bain. Picked by Carter. Bain, the pass to Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
You can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Richardson against Garland. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And here we have the top free throw shooters in the league right now. Desmond Bain, third.
He's not a guy you want to foul. He's so calm at the line. Sinks his free throws with ease.
Jones, he's checked in for Desmond Bain. Magic trail by 9. And here's Wagner. He's scoreless. Lets a floater go from deep. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. It's Merrill on the wing. Here's Garland. Again, Cleveland scores.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Outside Richardson. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Richardson.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Bryant, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Wade comes in for Evan Mobley. Hunter's checked in for Tyson. And Mitchell subbed in for Darius Garland. Then for Orlando, Batase's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Wagner. And it's Bain in for Jones. And that one's good. Mitchell.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Now here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. Banchero outside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Richardson finds Bain. Bataze a screen on Mitchell. Bain fires from way outside. And that's not going to go. And so it's Cleveland. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been lights out from deep. And it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We'll be right back with you shortly. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Desmond Bain is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Goga Bataze. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. And Cleveland making a change here. Nance is checked in. Magic trail by 11. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you guys.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Orlando with the ball. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. 5 on the clock. Isaac for three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Merrill, that's good.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A different look for Cleveland. Darius Garland comes in for Mitchell. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Nance. Then for Orlando, Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Isaac. And Black subbed in for Jones. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Back to Black. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Banchero. Three-pointer. The rebound by Garland. The Cavaliers lead by 14. Ball right side. From outside the arc. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. In the third spot, Cleveland.
Offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really, over the last month.
Now here's Ball. A 17-point lead, their biggest. That one goes in. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Black outside. The three from Banchero, and the three-pointer goes. Banchero's got 5 now.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Outside Garland, the kick to Hunter. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, they eke that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
The drive by Garland, and he gets that one. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Banchero. Over Hunter. And Batase throws it down.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Wade. Mobley comes in for Hunter. Tyson, he's checked in for Merrill. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Ball. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Franz Wagner comes in for Bain. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Here's Tyson. He's got 5. Pass to Garland. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Here's Tyson. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Black, guarded by Garland. to stop the run. Shot's good by Black. Black's gotten his second bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Garland, and the layup falls.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Banchero against Mobley. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor, and the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Carter comes in for Wagner, and it's Desmond Bane in for De Silva.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
From deep, Mobley. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 21.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Mitchell. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Cleveland on top, running away with this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry at that end. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
It's a good opportunity for them to...
That does it for halftime. Let's get back...
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Tyson in at the three. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Now here's Mitchell. Outside Garland. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Big night for Darius Garland. He's been a headache for the defense.
Bane against Mitchell with the 10-footer. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you. Darius Garland, he's a true point guard. He said, I try to get everybody involved. That's how I grew up. My dad always said, play the right way and it'll come back to you. But with this kind of shooting touch, the Cavaliers have asked him to look for his own offense a bit more. Guys?
More than capable. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Mobley. Banked it in off the glass. Mobley's got 5.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Back to Black. Banchero surveys. Oh, sweet move. And it's good on the lay-in. He's got 14.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
The Cavaliers have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. And Mitchell with the slam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
It's good.
Wagner likes to work his way to the painted area as much as possible. Look how comfortable he is finishing around the rim.
Cleveland calls timeout. And we've got a line change for Cleveland. And the Magic making a change here as well. Richardson's checked in for Black. For Cleveland, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Back to Merrill. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Magic have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Wagner. Sweet little floater. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Ball outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Wade. This one for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Now here's Ball. He's got 5. Merrill outside. Outside Hunter. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Wade. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
And he's going for the lob. Hunter with the ball. Richardson picks him up. And they're on the break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. Over the last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. In the third spot, Cleveland.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Bryant, he's checked in for Cleveland. Then for Orlando, Nataze's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Wagner.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And it seems like the East is wide open, Doris. How do the Cavs capitalize with a deep run?
Well, I think they can start with continuity. They have a quality young core when you think about Evan Mobley, when you think about Darius Garland, when you think about Jared Allen. So I'm not arguing for complacency by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think there's a strong case for running it back and giving a talented offensive team with a double big lineup another opportunity. I think they're good enough.
Richardson for 3. Offensive rebound. And Bataze throws it down.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Now here's Ball. He's got 7. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Porter, the pass to Hunter. Now Porter. He takes it in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's Cleveland with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Goga Batadze is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's De Silva in at small forward. Here's Tomlin. Uses the glass on the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Banchero no good.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line out.
I do not like this idea, BA. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
Pass to De Silva. Lets a three fly. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Ball outside. Soft touch off the glass.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
I tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Launches it. Out of bounds. It'll be Magic ball. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Richardson. The Magic have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Black. Lots of room. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Ball outside. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Pass to Nance. Back to Ball. Driving in. Jones grabs the board. The Magic have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Black passes to Banchero. The baseline J. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 6 here in the quarter.
And we have seen Ball add some muscle over the years so that he can power through that contact.
Outside Carter. Back to Jones. Wing shot on the way. And another miss by Orlando.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Hunter finds ball. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
Carter, a screen on ball. Jones, the pass to Carter. Shoots over Nance. Orlando again missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Cavaliers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them. And what a huge performance it was for Darius Garland.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
Hunter on the wing for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Ball against Jones. And Ball gets it to go.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Ball passes to Merrill. Now Hunter takes the 3, drains the triple.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And we present the player of the game, Darius Garland.